Nearly 50% of the state's population is now fully vaccinated against COVID-19, including 70% of adults. And with these positive metrics, plans were released this week to close all state mass vaccination sites by mid-July. And joining us live this morning with more on those plans is Deputy Secretary of Public Health, Dr. Jinling Chan. Good morning, Dr. Chan. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning. I'm so glad to be here.
So glad to have you. So go ahead and tell us, what is the step-down plan for these mass vac sites?
So this has been part of our plan all along, even as we were standing up these large vaccination sites throughout the state back in the late winter, early fall, early spring. We knew that at a certain point that we would begin to close them down. And as the governor has said, we wanted to put ourselves out of business. And we want to thank all the Marylanders who've gotten vaccinated, because we are now able to close down these mass vaccination sites. But what it really means is that, we're phasing it out across the state, and the governor put out a schedule of what that looks like earlier this week. But it does mean that, there's still all of the locations that we've been building up in pharmacies and doctors' offices, local health and hospitals across the state. And so vaccines are still available.
So this morning we reported we're at about 49% of the state getting fully vaccinated. Where does your attention turn now when it comes to reaching the population that either may not be interested in getting vaccinated or just hasn't had access yet?
Mm-hmm. So, some of the resources that, so people and the knowledge and expertise who've been running these larger vaccination sites are actually going to be redeployed to our mobile vaccination efforts around the state. So this has already been happening. Many hospitals and local health and others have been doing this. The Vaccine Equity Task Force under General Burkhead. But now we're doing things like the summer tour. You may have heard of that, the GoVax summer tour, where we're going to breweries and businesses. I think last weekend the governor was at Secrets in Ocean City, for example, and so those efforts will continue. In addition, those mobile teams will be available to churches, to community organizations, to businesses, even small businesses that wish to have a vaccination clinic on site for their employees. So it's going to be smaller and making sure that we bring vaccine to people.
How is the partnership going with the Maryland Lottery right now with trying to get more people interested in getting vaccinated by offering them these cash giveaways?
I think we saw a little bump up with people getting their first vaccine. So that's all that's needed is, they need to have at least received one vaccine to be eligible. And so that's what we're continuing to encourage. There's been a number of winners announced this week alone. And, for those who chose to be named, those were highlighted. And I think the governor had an interview with one of them. And so, this is another way to not just incentivize, but to thank people for getting vaccinated, because it is so important, and we're seeing such a tremendous impact in a positive direction because of vaccinations.
Well, and to your point, just yesterday, 125 new positive cases. That has to be almost a record.
It is really remarkable. We have seen our cases come down pretty rapidly since April and May, or in May, and we continue to see the decline in hospitalizations. But I think that the word of caution is that, what it shows is that vaccines work, but the virus is still circulating. So people may think that the pandemic is over, that COVID is done, but we're still keeping an eye on our numbers and trying to do everything that we can to get people vaccinated and still keep an eye on the evolving virus.
Absolutely. And it is still evolving. Over in the UK, there are many, many warnings because there's a new variant that has been found in India that's sort of making its way across several countries. So what are we doing in the US to take a look at that? And what are we doing here in Maryland to see if that strain has come here?
Yeah, so, it is something that we are keeping an eye on, and, we continue to do sequencing of many of our cases. I think because as cases come down, the percent of samples that we're able to sequence has gone up. We have been able to detect in some cases, the particular variant that's been seen in the UK as well as in India. And, those people typically have had a history of travel. And so those are things that are important. What's important also, I just want to highlight, is that research has been showing, and there's been new information coming out this week, that the vaccines do protect against the Indian virus. And so we want to be able to, that's why vaccines continue to be important.
And there was new information just this week that the vaccines might be good for much longer than even previously thought.
Yes, and I think that's the information that's coming out now. We certainly are looking, for the updated information because they're continuing to monitor individuals who were in the trials last year. And so I know people have questions about will there be a need for boosters, and I think that's still to be determined. But it's going to be based both on the length of immunity from the vaccine as well as potential impacts of the variants. But right now it seems that the current vaccines work.
All right, Dr. Chan, thanks for joining us this morning. Really appreciate it.
Great. Thank you so much.